Introduction. Some days change everything. This is the story of the day my heart broke, and how I learned to feel, understand, and heal. Story. It was a bright morning, but I did not feel the sun. The sky was blue, the birds were singing, and people walked happily on the streets. But inside me a storm was building. I woke up with a strange feeling, a heaviness in my chest that I could not explain. I knew something was wrong, though I could not say what. I lived with my family in a small town. That day I had plans to meet my best friend Omar. We had grown up together, played together, and shared secrets for years. He had always been kind, funny, and understanding. I trusted him more than anyone in the world. When I called him that morning, he sounded different. His voice was soft and distant. "Can we meet today?" I asked eagerly. I don't think we should," he said slowly. His words were strange and heavy. I felt my stomach tighten. "Why?" I asked. There was silence. Finally he said, "I think it's better if we stay apart for a while." I felt a sharp pain in my chest. My heart skipped a beat. I did not understand. "What do you mean?" I asked, my voice trembling. I don't know how to explain," he said. "I just feel that we need some space. Please understand." I hung up the phone, feeling numb. I could not believe what I had just heard. Omar, my closest friend, the person who knew me better than anyone, wanted to stay away from me. My chest hurt, my eyes filled with tears, and I felt lost. The morning passed slowly. I tried to study, to eat, to do small things, but everything felt empty. Every sound, every movement reminded me of him. I kept thinking about our shared memories, our laughter, and our secrets. How could one person change everything so quickly? I decided to go for a walk. The streets were busy with people, but I felt invisible. I passed by the park where Omar and I used to meet. I remembered sitting on the benches, sharing snacks, and talking about our dreams. The memories felt heavy now. My heart ached with a pain I had never felt before. I reached our old spot and sat down on the bench. I closed my eyes and let the tears fall. I cried for the friendship I thought would last forever, for the laughter that felt distant now, and for the pain I could not escape. The day had broken my heart, and I did not know how to fix it. Hours passed, and the sky began to change color. The bright morning became soft with evening light. I realized I had been sitting there for hours, thinking, crying, and remembering. My body was tired, but my mind would not rest. I had to understand what had happened. I took out my notebook and began to write. I wrote about Omar, about our friendship, about the day my heart broke, and about the pain I felt. Writing helped me see things more clearly. I realized that heartbreak is not just about losing someone. It is about learning to accept change, to understand emotions, and to grow stronger. When I returned home, my mother noticed my sadness. She sat beside me and held my hand. "Are you okay?" she asked softly. I shook my head. "No, Mom. Omar, he doesn't want to be friends anymore." My heart. It hurts so much. She hugged me tightly. "I know it hurts, dear. But sometimes people need space. It does not mean your friendship was not real. It means life is changing. You will feel better with time, I promise." Her words gave me some comfort, but the pain was still there. I understood that heartbreak cannot be fixed instantly. It must be felt, understood, and slowly healed. That night I cried myself to sleep, thinking about Omar and the day my heart broke. Days turned into weeks. I missed him terribly, but I also learned to manage the pain. I wrote in my notebook, drew pictures, and spoke with other friends. I realized that life continues, even when a friendship changes. The pain in my heart was teaching me patience, understanding, and self-reflection. One afternoon, I received a small message from Omar. "I hope you are okay. I still value our memories. Maybe one day we can talk again." My heart beat faster. I realized that even though the friendship had changed, the bond was still there. It was not broken completely, it had simply shifted. I responded carefully, writing that I hoped he was well too. I felt relief and hope. I realized that heartbreak does not always mean the end. Sometimes it is a lesson, a test, and an opportunity to grow emotionally stronger. Months passed and I healed slowly. I laughed again, spent time with friends, and found new joys in life. The memory of that day stayed with me, but it no longer hurt as much. Instead, it reminded me of resilience, courage, and the power of emotions. The day my heart broke was one of the hardest days of my life. But it taught me lessons I could not learn any other way. I learned to feel deeply, to accept change, and to find strength in sadness. I learned that even when life hurts, it also teaches. Even now, when I think about Omar and that day, I feel a mix of emotions: sadness, nostalgia, and gratitude. That heartbreak shaped me, made me understand love, friendship, and the importance of embracing feelings fully. Some days break our hearts, but they also build our strength. The day my heart broke was painful, but it taught me to feel, heal, and grow. And that, I realized, is the true gift of heartbreak.